B.E.C.E at 60, promoting science, technology, and innovation for sustainable growth and development. B.E.C.E is at 60. So maybe we look back and see what have we achieved in 60 years. When I'm 60 years, I'll look back and see what I've achieved in 60 years. I'm 59. So yes, so next year I'll be 60, going on pension. And I want to look back. So I want DSA to look back. We've been talking about science, about technology, and about innovation. I'm very glad about the bits of innovation coming in, because it's always science and technology, science and technology, science and technology. The innovation part seems to be missing most of the time, or rarely mentioned, if you like. Many speakers have said many things, so I will not stand here and summarize. What I want to do is just to pick and choose things that I want you to reflect on as an association, and I'm part of the association. We had a 10-minute scientific exercise, and we had some issues that were raised, and I want us to think back on those issues. If you look at investment, we've been told, has it resulted in jobs, economic emancipation, and national development? This is something that I want us to keep thinking about as an association. We need to ask, have we as a nation invested enough? So it's not just about the investment. Is it enough investment? And what is the minimum investment that we'll have to make an impact? So we need to answer that question. As an association and as a nation, we need to answer this. What investment will be the minimum to make an impact? And we look at innovation. Has innovation received adequate attention? And where are the innovations? Zoomline came to talk about something they wanted somebody to do, or probably the scientists to do, or the technologists to do, and then they couldn't find anybody. Maybe there was somebody in this very country, but we've ignored all of them. And we have not supported them. So they have given up. So when you throw the invitation, they say it is business as usual. When we go, nothing comes out of it. We need to seek for those who are into innovation. I heard about the industry-academia divide. The question I want us to ask ourselves is, how much does industry put into the universities? The industries themselves. How much do they put in the universities? If you go elsewhere into other developed countries, you see how much industry contributes to university education, university research. So if you want to see a good marriage between industry and academia, it must be both ways. It's always we are not approaching industry. It's also always we teach a theory, we don't care about practicals. We do. We do care about practicals. But how many industries are around who can absorb all these people were to go on an attachment? So we need to open up. But again, we also need to ask, how much have universities been allowed to impact industry? Sometimes we want to bring innovation, say, no, this is the way we've been producing our goods over the years. We don't want any change. We don't want any new things. We don't want to introduce anything into this. We've been using this one all the time. So routine things all the time. How much have universities been allowed to impact industry? And the question again I want to put to you, and I'm quoting from the first speaker. Are we radical? Are we responsive? As an association, are we relevant? Are we radical? Are we ready to change from accepted or traditional norms? Are we ready to change? Are we ready to respond to issues? Are we relevant? Are we connected with the scientific, technological issues in this country and the world over? Have we positioned ourselves so that we cannot be ignored? Have we positioned ourselves so that we cannot be ignored as an association? We're told that less than 1% contribution to GDP. Here, we less than 1% contribution to GDP. All of us, scientists. So what's our contribution to the national agenda? Can we be ignored? If not, what are we doing to change the less than 1% to something meaningful, saying that we cannot be ignored? That's what one. We're looking at scientists, science educators, and technologists. And I heard it. Scientists, science educators, and technologists. And I realized that Ghana Science Association, where are the science educators? Where are they? They are not part. Most of them are not part of the membership of Ghana Science Association. I see without science education, the teaching of the sciences becomes a problem. And I will want Ghana Science Association to go looking for the science educators and pull them into the Ghana Science Association and let them be part and parcel of it, so that the research that are done in those areas will also be shared on the platform of Ghana Science Association. The problem that we have with the sciences, which the Honorable Minister, Charge of National Security, bemoaned. This whole thing about 60-40. Now, the 60-40 should be in favor of science, but now it's in favor of the humanities. How do we turn this around? We're always saying, turn it around, take more people, turn it around, take more people. How do we do that? To do anything meaningful in the sciences, the minimum that is required is integrated science. Integrated science. And you know the story about integrated science in this country. The percentage passes integrated science has been very poor over the years. Always hovering around 50%. Most cases less than 50%. So as the minister was talking, I checked the 2019, the latest results. And I realized that is a problem. It's a problem. Integrated science, D7 to F9, which you can't do much with. D7 to F9. 49.6% got that. Yes. D7 to F9. 49.6%. So if we're going to look at 60-40 for the tertiary education, forget it. It won't happen. Because majority are not passing the science. So it will not happen. Yes. And the brother of the integrated science is mathematics. Because the language of science is maths. Mathematics is what is used to to express ourselves in the sciences, the language of sciences, mathematics. So I looked at the mathematics for 2019. It was even worse. It was even worse. So the core mass D7 to F9, 61.7%. D7 to F9, core mass, 2019, WAEC, SHS results. 61.7% got between D7 and F9. The F9 alone was 31.58%. F9. So we want people to do science at the tertiary level. The core mass is so weak that they don't have the language to do the science, even if they pass the science. So we need to address this. It's not just about GAST, it's also about Ghana Science Association. And we have teachers who teach the subject to the students. They teach the subject. So they are called science masters. They are masters of the subject. If you ask them, what do you teach? I teach science. They don't teach students science. They teach science to students. So they can teach and teach and teach. You won't understand anything. They are not teaching you. They are teaching science. Until we change all that, our 60-40 won't happen. It will not happen. We can talk about it, debate on it, but until we change these fundamentals, it will not happen. You see, we are not taking enough science. Yes, we are not. Agric, we don't get students. We don't get students to do agric. So we used to do something they call entrance remedials, and we were asked to stop the remedials. So we've stopped the remedials. So we're not getting students. We want students to do science, and we are not getting students because they are not passing. Many of those who pass, they want to do engineering, they want to do pharmacy, they want to do all those. They don't want to do physics, chemistry, biology. So we are not getting people to do physics, chemistry, biology, agric science. So we want to take. So sometimes the quota we give to the science people, they are not able to meet it. And they tell us, okay, you can, we couldn't fill the space. So take it, and we take it and give to humanities. They are ready to fill the space. That is it. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, what do we want to teach our students in this country? I was sad when I heard untalented is being repeated. That students who were very good in the science and maths quiz. And I like the way science and maths has taken the center stage. And with students and teachers and matrons and cooks all dancing when the people win. I like that. The question is, what do we want to teach the students? And then we were told that they went somewhere abroad and practical things they couldn't do. And so it looks like the students were not good, they were useless in the practicals. If we want to teach practicals to our students, we should teach practicals to our students. Any student who knows the theory can, if you teach that student application, can apply. In 2016, we have been told that Prempeh College won the World Robotics. How did Prempeh College win the World Robotics in 2016? It's because some teachers decided that they would teach them robotics. How do you know robotics if you don't know any mathematics? So they taught them robotics. If you want to compete in the practicals, let's teach the students the practicals. And let's stop saying that we teach them the theory, we hope that they will do well in the practicals. And again, Ghana Science Association. This is something that I want you to look at and look at very seriously. So as you think about the science itself, also think about the teaching of it. And I read what I read on the internet. It inspired me. I just read out small portion and bring my speech to an end, closing remarks to an end. He says, students of Prempeh College in Ghana have won the 2016 edition of the RoboFest World Championship in Michigan, USA. This is 2016. Oh. They beat competition from top high schools in China, USA, Canada, India, and so on. Ghana's outstanding team was awarded the prestigious Toyota Innovation Award. These are students in Prempeh College. It's what we teach them. And students don't have laboratories to do lab work. And there are 20 students around one beret. We are not going to get anywhere. It takes time and effort to teach practical work. So let's get to the bottom of the matter. Put in the resources and see whether our students cannot repeat what Prempeh College did in 2016. Thank you very much for your attention.